Hello, in this video, I will explain to you on how to find out the Norton equivalent of this circuit in this terminal here, terminal A and terminal B, which is there is 1 kilo ohm resistor between them. So here our goal is to find out Norton equivalent. And what is the goal of Norton equivalent? We need to find two things. The first thing is to find the Norton current, IM, and then the second one is to find out the Norton resistance or RN. Okay, and then after that we can just draw the circuit, which is the goal number 3. Draw the circuit. Okay, and how to do that? Let's do it one by one. So the first thing that we need to do is to find IN. And what is IN? IN is the short circuit current in terminal AB. So I will have IN here is equal to short circuit current at AB. So it is short circuit, so we need to short this 1 kilo ohm resistor. Okay, let's do exactly that. So here we have this 1 kilo ohm resistor shorted, and so this is terminal A and this is terminal B. It is shorted, and we need to find the current here, IN. Okay, but then IN comes from here, so it is IN here, right? IN. Good. And maybe let's do a circuit analysis in this circuit. Let's set this here as our ground. So in this node, the voltage here will be 0. But then we have this one here is 4 volt from the ground. So we will have this as 4. Right? But we need to find out what is the voltage in this node here. Okay, let's call this node here as Vx. And let's assume the current is going there. And from here, the current going up, right? Because this is a current source. So it is going up like this. What I want to do is I want to do KCL at Vx. So we have KCL at Vx. KCL says that the sum of the current that goes in will equal to the sum of the current that goes out, right? And here there are two currents that goes in, this one and that one. This one is equal to 4 minus Vx divided by 2, right? 4 is where the current comes from, which is this node. And then Vx is where the current goes to, which is this node. And then divided by the resistance between them. So I will have 2 kilo ohm. And then this is the current that goes in, but it is already in current, so I will have 2 in them. And then that will equal to here. This current is the only current that goes in, which is IN actually. But we will calculate that later. So that is equal to Vx here minus, and then the current goes here to the ground, right? So I will have Vx minus 0 divided by the resistance between them. So I have 3 like this, and what can we do is we multiply both sides by 6. 2 and 6 will cancel into 3, so I will have 12 minus 3Vx, and then 2 times 6 is also 12, so I will have 12 here. And then 3 and 6 will cancel into 2, and 2 multiplied by Fx is 2Vx. Good. And then what is it? It will equal to 24 is equal to 5Vx, right? And we can divide both sides by 5, so we will have Vx is equal to 24 divided by 5 is 4.84. Okay, but then if we know Vx is 4.8, we can know IN, right? So we can calculate IN. What is IN? IN here is this node here where the current comes from, and then the current goes to the ground, right? So we will have 0, Vx minus 0, and divided by the resistance between them, which is 3 kilo. So we'll have IN is equal to Vx. Vx is 4.8 minus 0. It's still 4.8 divided by 3. And so we will have IN is equal to 1.6. But then here the unit will be volt and kilo ohm, so I will have milliampere here. And now we have found out the value of IN, which is 1.6 milliampere. 1.6 milliampere. Good. Okay, milliampere. Let's write it like this. Okay, so that is the value of IN. And then the next thing that we need to do is to find Rn. Okay, but then we need to turn off the sources, and also we need to take out this 1 kilo. Okay, how to do that? Let's clean up the slide first. Okay, the second step is to find Rn. Find Rn. Okay, and we need to turn off all the sources. Turn off sources. And how to turn off sources? We replace the voltage source here by short circuit. So this will replace by short. And then this one here, the current source, is replaced by open circuit. Okay, but also we need to take out the component in the terminal here. So this will be taken out. Okay, let's redraw what can we get from here. So we get the drawing here of the circuit. So we replace this 4 volt here by short circuit. And then we replace this 2 ampere current source by open circuit. And we take out the component between terminal A and B. This 1 kilo ohm resistor. So this is terminal A and terminal B. And what is Rn? Rn is the equivalent resistance seen from this terminal here. So this is Rn. And how to calculate that? This is just a series resistance, right? So we will have 3 kilo ohm and 2 kilo ohm in series. And how to find out the series resistance? We can just add them up. So I will have Rn is equal to 3 kilo ohm plus 2 kilo ohm. Therefore, we will have Rn here is equal to 5 kilo ohm. Good. And now we have our second value here, which is 5 kilo ohm. And this is the second step done. And now we need to redraw the circuit with its Norton equivalent. Okay, let's clean up our slide. So the last thing that we need to do is to draw the equivalent circuit. Draw the equivalent circuit. And how to do that? Remember that we have IN is 1.6 milliampere. So we draw it first. So we will have 1.6. And the unit will be in milliampere. But then that is in parallel with Rn. So we will have this one here in parallel with Rn. And what is the value of Rn? That will be 5 kilo. Good. And now we have the terminal here, A and B. A and B. And remember that we have the original component of 1 kilo ohm. So we will have this 1 kilo ohm here. And this is the Norton equivalent circuit, which is our final answer for this problem. Okay, I think that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.